Welcome to the Direct Line, the official podcast for OADSP. We're excited to have you here with us today, and if you have comments, suggestions, or if you want to join us in studio as a guest, reach out to me at podcast@oadsp.org. I'm David Rustio, and today we are speaking with Joseph Bedell. Welcome to the show, Joseph.
Hey, David. Thank you for having me today.
It's nice to see you. Now, I pronounced your name correctly, right?
Correct.
Joseph. It's not Joe.
That was my younger self. So now
Was that a gooder self or a badder self?
it depends on who you talk to. But I like to think I'd say it's probably a good version and a bad version sometimes.
Okay, and before we started, you told me that your wife calls you Jose.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, my wife is from Guatemala. And I met her down in Guatemala when I was traveling after I graduated from college. So
I can call you anything I want, and you're going to answer to it.
yeah, the old saying, just don't call me late for dinner, but you can call me anything. Yes, I'll answer. All
right. So Joseph, tell us about yourself.
Well, I was thinking about this and what kind of questions might come up. I'm the father of 5. I'm married to a wonderful woman from Guatemala.
You know what causes that? Never mind.
Believe me, they always ask. And to answer the question, yes, I am Catholic, so everybody says that's the reason. But no, it has nothing to do with that. I don't know. I don't really know what to say.
You have any hobbies?
I do.
Can you share?
Yeah. I like to hunt, and I do bird hunting with my sons. And in doing that, we trained our dog to be a bird dog. He's a German short-haired pointer. Okay. And I learned to raise pigeons.
Really?
As a training aspect and as a hobby as well. Homing pigeons, racing pigeons to be exact.
Okay, so how does that work?
Yeah, well, when you think about racing a pigeon or homing pigeons, you think, oh, how great, I can send a message to somebody, right?
Sure, right.
Well, it doesn't quite work that way. You got to go someplace, leave the pigeon, they put the message on it, and then eventually they send it to you because they home back to you.
So they will find you.
They will find me.
No matter where you are, how far away you are?
Well, some of these races are like 250 to 500 miles.
Really?
Yeah. My cousin lives down in Miami, and he was out on a boat, and they were in the Keys, and all of a sudden this bird lands on his boat, and it was a bird from Havana, Cuba, that they raise pigeons, and they race pigeons. And so, you think about
this
Havana.
Bird found him.
Yes. It needed a break, so it landed on the closest thing, because they do get tired.
I guess.
Yeah. So there's a lot of inter-office commentary about my hobby of pigeons. They like to make fun of me.
Really? Everybody was talking about your hair.
Yeah, it's so thick and luxurious. That
it is. I wish I could get those curls.
I know. The curls that come out of my ears, maybe. Oh, my gosh. But yes, so I don't know. I'm just a recent grandfather. Okay. My granddaughter Camila was born 5 months ago, almost to the day. So
congratulations.
She is a joy and something I never expected. She's the daughter of my oldest son, Jose, and his soon-to-be wife, Kelsey.
Okay.
So a lot of that. I have Pablo, who is a recent graduate from Bowling Green University. Okay. He's graduated in, I'm going to say it wrong, and he's going to take
That's okay.
Health sciences or health services or
health something.
He's a personal trainer. So
all right.
Plugged all those DSPs out there that might need a personal trainer.
There you go.
Pablo Bedell, he's always open and ready. Okay. My third son, Carlos, he goes to school and he works as a roofing estimator, as does my oldest son. They both are estimators for GMT Roofing here in Greenville. Yeah.
Busy family.
They are. Then my daughter, Carmen, is 20 and is a sophomore at Ohio State.
Okay. Congratulations.
Always tease my wife. She's going to rule the world one day.
Is it Ohio State or the Ohio State?
Don't even take me down that path, because if you talk to Sue, not Niswonger, that's her maiden name, Sue Houston, It is the Ohio State. But I told my daughter I will not wear anything that says the Ohio State.
Do they have shirts that just say the? Nothing else?
Yes, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do.
If not, we should create that because someone will buy it.
Oh, I guarantee you they do. I guarantee. And then my youngest daughter, Isabel, is 16, is a sophomore in high school. And so, we spend most of our days running behind children, and we were a swim family.
Okay.
And so we traveled everywhere, and that's kind of what I am. My wife is, her name is Ana, and she's from, I'm going to say it wrong, Reo, Guatemala.
Okay.
Met her again when I went down and I traveled after graduation and went down to learn Spanish and learned a little bit more than just Spanish.
Okay. And can you speak Spanish?
I like to think I can. She says I can, but not as well as she speaks English.
Oh, okay. All right, I get it. Yeah. And so this is the first Christmas coming up with the grandchild.
Yes, and we're going to miss it. How about that? We are
unacceptable.
We are going to
Change
Guatemala.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
We haven't been back to Guatemala in 15 years, give or take. And
Goodness.
So it's just very important. And Jose's the only one that is not coming with us. And I don't blame him.
No,
I think that's probably the best interest.
I get it. Yeah.
Well,
you can make up, it's the first grandchild with gifts. Yeah. If you haven't started buying yet, I would suggest get on Amazon today.
I know. Believe me.
Not right now. Wait till this is over. But
yeah, thanks. I'll wait till I get back to the desk, right?
Oh yeah, use the office computer.
Yeah, don't tell Tanya. No, but yes, I think she has an Amazon wish list.
Yeah.
I told my wife I am not buying anything off the wish list. And if I do, it's coming from a store here.
So she'll have 3 of them.
Yes, she will. She will, and that's okay.
Yeah, well, kids.
That's right.
What do you do for a living?
Well, it depends on who you talk to, maybe not that much, maybe everything. As a community services director, I work for the Darke County Board of Developmental Disabilities.
Okay.
I started here about 20 years ago.
Okay.
And I started as a service and support administrator.
Okay.
One day, my boss came up to me and asked if I was interested in a different position, and they were getting ready to post the position and asked if I wanted to, go forward. And I did, threw my hat in the ring, and lo and behold, they decided that's who they wanted to fill it, was me.
So did the hat take your hair?
Yeah.
You took it off? Okay.
Yeah, they say that. I think that's an old wives' tale that if you wear a hat, you lose your hair. I do wear a hat a lot now because it's just cold.
Right. Me too.
So I started off in the world of SSA. So
now explain to the audience what an SSA is and what they do.
Well, SSA stands for Service and Support Administrator.
Mm-hmm.
Most people think administrator, they think it's, some big fancy title. It is a person that identifies needs for a person with a disability.
Okay.
And then they find a way to fill the needs.
Nice.
Now, there's a lot of needs, and there's a lot of things that are difficult to find.
Sure.
And SSAs are jacks of all trades and masters of all of them as well. They've got one of the most difficult job next to the person that is actually implementing services, which is why we're here to talk about DSPs. So I started there, became the director, fumbled and, screwed up and did all that kind of stuff. Thought I figured it out. And about 20 years later, I'm still trying to figure it out. Making a lot of mistakes as I go, but, having a great time. So community services is a big title.
Right.
Over the 3/4 of it is Service and Support Administration and the SSAs. So in the SSA department here at Darke County, there are 12 SSAs.
Okay.
We have 3 that work with children and the rest work with adults.
All right.
Okay. We have an SSA manager who helps them stay on track. And her name is Angie Perkins. She was supposed to talk today, but she's got some sort of laryngitis thing.
Yeah, she was afraid of me.
That's what I thought too. She is a big chicken.
She'll be listening.
I know. That's okay. She knows I'm going to make fun of her just the same. And so we primarily work with SSA and services for people in the community. I always tease the SSAs when somebody comes in and they apply for the job. What is an SSA? It's a person that finds services. So you've got to know a little bit about everything, Medicaid, employment, all those types of things. I'm not going to go down that path. But the reason we do that is so that we can help people become as independent as they possibly can or as they want. That's the key. It's about what people's, what they want out of their life.
Sure.
And so then we also work with, you interviewed Jason Winterrote, the IA, MUI, and health and safety. We do housing. We do, I'm trying to think what else. We do employment. We do school age transition. We touch a lot of things. Right. I'm the one that's blessed with not having to do the actual work. I surround myself with the most intelligent people. I think that was one of those statements, Great leaders surround them with intelligent people. Now, that's not saying I'm a great leader. But I have great people working with me. Right. And so that's primarily what I do.
Okay. So nothing.
Nothing. Yes. Right. I talk a lot.
You eat bonbons.
Yeah, that's it. I eat a lot of bonbons, so much so that, I'm starting to have to take that stuff off. It's not going as quickly as my hair did.
So, what would you like to say to the DSPs who are listening today?
What wouldn't I like to say to them? I know what would I want to say. I want to say that nothing happens without you. You are the boots on the ground. You're the backbone of the organization. You are the friend. You're the employee. You're everything for folks with disabilities trying to get ahead in life. Right. You have to follow how many rules, and
Who
then
knows? And they change weekly.
Oh my Lord! Yes, I just came back from the OACB conference, and
I've been there.
They highlight all the different things that are going on, and most of the time it's for a good purpose or a good, there's a good reason behind it. But to think about how many people have to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to change it, and then it's a hierarchy. And we all know what flows downhill.
Right.
And so the DSP is the one that is helping people with their personal care needs. The dirty, the good, the bad, and the ugly. They're helping them get out in the community to shop. So they're making sure they're safe, they're fed, they're everything. So I guess it takes a lot in this podcast when I was trying to think about what I wanted to say is we don't do it without the DSP.
We can't.
We can't. And I know everybody talks about how do we make sure they know that. And Darke County gave out some I call them swag bags kind of thing.
Sure.
But that's not even, there's no way that can be a sign of our appreciation. It's a sign of our acknowledgement that we can't do it without you.
Right.
So it's pretty important, and I see DSPs on a regular basis, not as often as I'd like.
Okay. So they can all come here and see you anytime they want.
Anytime.
Just the people from Darke County or from
I don't care where they come from. Come on in.
All right.
Don't tell Tanya, though. No, she'd probably say, bring them in. Let them sit down in his office, and we'll go from there.
There you go.
But, so I guess, how much we appreciate what they do.
Right.
But we very seldom have the opportunity or what's the word I'm looking for? They left with my hair and we don't get the opportunity, and oftentimes we don't remember to say how important people are.
And we can't even begin to identify all that they do. And so DSPs are the lifeblood.
They are.
And they know it. But it's tough to find ways to share it and to talk about how wonderful that they are. So
yeah, and even the ones that don't agree with you, and they give you grief.
Yeah,
they most times give you grief because it's what they believe is the right thing.
Sure.
And so, It just is. It's a good thing. I've always been one of those people that likes to talk a lot.
Really? Didn't notice.
Imagine that. I used to volunteer at Paul's Bingo Hall years ago and I have a bunch of friends that are bingo ladies, I like to say. And the one thing a person that plays bingo is they're not scared of telling you what they think.
Okay.
And thankfully so, because if you don't hear what people think, you don't know if you're doing it wrong.
Right.
Or right. And so DSPs are very similar. You know, they'll
tell you. They'll
Yes,
tell
they
you
do.
like it is.
They do.
And thank goodness.
Amen to that. Amen. Yes, it's frustrating to hear when, you know, people think you're doing something wrong or they don't think you're doing anything at all. Because that's, I mean, when you don't do somebody's job, you don't know what they really do.
Right.
And so, I don't know. I always like to have a good time with the DSPs.
Yeah. Well, Joe or Joseph or Jose, if whoever you are today, thank you for being here today.
My pleasure.
I enjoyed our time together. I'm going to send you some hair care products. And
just make sure it's combo body hair, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like all men use.
Yes, exactly. Best thing ever created.
Yes. Good marketing. Thank you again.
No problem.
Have a great day.
Same.
Thanks for listening, and join us next time on The Direct Line.